Hello students, in this video I am going to end up with the chapter of human reproduction of class 12. Okay, a very small video is going to be because a very small topic that left in this chapter in the NCERT under syllabus CBSE curriculum. It is the parturition and lactation. Okay, so we have already discussed that how pregnancy started after the implantation, the embryo development, and the fetus come in existence. Okay, and if you look into this, then you will come to know that after every month, if we look at growth and development in the embryo, okay, then we will see that the developmental stages month wise. Okay, in this video I am not going to discuss in details of the development of in the embryo during the pregnancy, but yes, definitely all the developments month wise, okay, throughout the pregnancy time it will be given in my notes. Okay, if you follow my notes you will get those developments. Okay, I just want to say a few things about this development. Like if you look at the embryo after the first month, the first most important thing that come in existence is the heart, because this is very important, because blood supply throughout the body is important. That's why heart is very important to pumping, for the pumping of the blood. Now next month, second month, if you see most so the limbs and the digits. The limbs means the arms and the legs. Okay, the digits that starts developing by the second month. By the third month, then you will see that major organs in the body that starts developing slowly. Okay, so this is how the development that takes place in the growing embryo. Fine. Now if you look at the parturition and the lactation, parturition is the process of delivery of the baby. That is called parturition. That is takes place after 9 months and 10 days. Okay, that you can say 280 days of pregnancy, which is also known as gestation period. Okay, so after this, then the time of parturition comes, the process of delivery of the baby. Now how this delivery of the baby that takes place in normal condition. Okay, see this process of parturition that starts with a very complex neuroendocrine mechanism. Okay, so the signal that simultaneously comes from the nervous system, which triggers the secretion of the hormones. Okay, so the signal comes from the developing fetus and the placenta. Okay, the first neural signal that comes from the fetus and the placenta, and then this signal that triggers the mild uterine contraction initial first. Okay, mild uterine contraction, which is known as fetal ejection reflex. Okay, it is the first mild uterine contraction that started. Okay, after that, this mild contraction, this is the mild contraction. Okay, very mild contraction in the beginning, and this mild contraction, this reflex trigger the secretion of oxytocin. Okay, oxytocin hormone. This oxytocin hormone, okay, in turn it triggers you can say that most vigorous contraction of the uterine muscle. So it leads to, or it triggers the vigorous contraction of uterine muscle. Okay, so the majorly the mild contraction or the vigorous contraction that takes place in the uterine muscle only, and from there the delivery slowly that takes place. And this secretion of oxytocin as a result of mild contraction of uterine muscle triggers more vigorous contraction of uterine muscle. In turn, this vigorous contraction, okay, leads to the secretion of more oxytocin. Okay, and more the oxytocin secretion, more the triggering of the uterine muscle contraction. Again, this contraction triggers more oxytocin, and this is how the cycle continues. Okay, and these contractions becomes stronger and stronger due to more and more secretion of oxytocin that ultimately pushed the baby out of the uterus. Okay, now this is what the pregnancy, and that definitely that through the birth canal that we call the ultimate parturition that takes place. Okay. After the delivery of the baby, then what happens? The lactation period starts. Okay, mother starts, in the mammary gland the milk starts producing. Okay, the hormones mainly which are responsible for the production of the milk are mainly the prolactin hormone and oxytocin hormone. These are two hormones that mainly trigger the milk production in the mammary gland of the mother. Okay, that is called lactation period. Okay, and the first milk produced by the mother is called the colostrum. Colostrum, the initial milk produced by the mammary gland. Okay, and this colostrum, it contains very important antibodies. You can say most of the antibodies are present in the mother's milk. Okay, so those antibodies are like IgA, okay, IgD, then IgE, IgG, and IgM. So these are the main the antibodies present in the mother's milk, but most abundantly found IgA. Okay, so you can understand from this that first initiation of the defense mechanism in the newborn baby comes from here only. So if it lacks in some new baby, then that leads to huge immunity problem in the baby in coming future. So that is why the lactation period is very important. The milk production, the breastfeeding becomes very important for the newly born baby, because it provides all the necessary antibodies to the baby. Okay, so and apart from this, remember, definitely estrogen also take indirect part in the breastfeeding, that is production of the milk. Okay, so this is it of the discussion of the human reproduction chapter. We have discussed whatever in the NCERT. I tried to follow the CBSE curriculum, what is there in the syllabus for board examination. I hope this discussion is going to help you a lot. Please follow all the parts that I have made on human reproduction chapter. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video, and please make note of on your own. By watching all my videos separately, you make your own notes. Okay, it is going to help you a lot. Those notes are going to help you a lot even before the examination. Okay, so and from next videos I will start discussing the next topic. Okay, probably I'll start with the genetics part. Reproductive health is a very small chapter. Okay, let's see that hopefully I will start with the genetics part, because that is going to take a lot of time. Okay, reproductive health I can give notes there, and later on if I think in between the chapter discussion, maybe I'll make one video on the reproductive health. Okay, so thank you so much. Okay, keep on watching the videos and wait for my next video. Thank you.